Live from Vero Beach, Florida, where the ocean sparkles Caribbean blue and the palm trees sway in the tropical breezes. This show is brought to you by Dale Sorensen Real Estate, with 8 offices in Indian River, Brevard, and St. Lucie counties. And here's your host and your realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to The Real Deal here in Vero Beach with your host, Lori Davis, your realtor for life. Cindy, I just realized I think I could tambourine to that song.
You can.
I just realized there was a tambourine in there, and I was like, okay, I need that. It's happy music.
It is.
It's a Thursday. Welcome to the show. Thursdays are long days. I work up right up until 4:30 when we get in here to tape. But it's always fun because once they close us in, and we love it. We're here in our padded room with Cindy and with Marty, our special guest from the Vero Beach Air Show.
Yes.
It's going to be a great show. He's going to tell us lots of things about what's going on. Now, that doesn't happen until April 20th, but we want to let you know ahead of time, so you make sure to plan that weekend free, right, Cindy?
It's a big deal.
It is a big
the
deal.
Blue Angels are here. That's a really big deal. Plus, there's so much to learn.
I know. Well, and tell me something, though. Where you live, and they come in and practice, what happens?
I do when I walk my dog, so I won't sound like I'm coming from New York. The plane goes right by, and you can literally wave to the pilot. I'm like,
know.
don't take your hand off the steering wheel, but I'm going to wave to you.
I know. You just nod your head to be fine,
Just
right?
look at me.
Yeah, but it's McGansh Park, which is right there by the Vero Beach Hotel, by the
and
airport.
The dogs are like that.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I know. It's so much fun. I'm driving all over town. You can be anywhere on the mainland, and these things will come by. And so, well, Marty, let's just introduce Marty because we can get right into the show here.
Okay,
Hi, Marty. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Wait, I got to get Marty. Wait.
We need. There you go. There you go. When do they actually come in and start practicing so people can know to be looking around for them?
The single ship comes in on Wednesday, April 27th.
Okay. All right.
And his job is to give incentive rides to what we call a key influencer. In this case, it's Matt Harrelson from the City of Vero Beach Police Department.
Yeah.
And he is just absolutely wonderful. They pick people that do a lot for kids or veterans or things like that. Since we are a nonprofit,
right,
and we support the Veterans Council at 15,000 veterans in River County, and the 3 exchange clubs, which are the prevention of child abuse.
Correct.
So don't think that we're making a dime off of this thing.
No.
We spend about a year doing this, getting ready for it. We started the Blue Angels in 2014.
Right.
And because Piper is the only real big business in Vero,
correct,
we do it every 2 years instead of every year.
Because it's a sponsorship that they have to, right.
Yeah.
And now, didn't I see something online that you're a 501c3?
Yes.
So you do raise money.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
And that goes out then to those exchange clubs?
Yes.
Okay.
If we have a profit.
Right,
Again,
right. It's not... correct.
No guarantees in this business.
Tell me about
all it takes is bad weather.
That's right.
And, when in 16, when Jeff Koos got killed, we were the last show that got canceled.
Yeah.
We had all the preparation done for it. We were ready to go. They didn't cancel that one until a late Friday night. Yeah. And we were going to start the next week.
Right.
So there's no guarantees.
Right.
On the other hand, there is insurance, but who can afford it?
Right. Exactly. So, no, I know. And they would come if they could.
Oh, they love it here.
Tell us how much they love it here.
We are one of the top 2 shows in the Blue Angels itinerary, and I'll tell you why it is.
It is. It's true. It's totally true.
That's a big deal.
I've heard that.
The other one is at Sun and Fun in Lakeland.
Okay.
And that's just because it's the second largest air show.
Okay.
They love us because of what we do. Every December, the first week in December, there's an event called the International Council of Air Shows. And the Blues come out there and they say, if you want to know how to do an air show, you call Vero Beach. And he's sitting right there.
And that's you.
And it's me.
Good
and
job.
nobody has ever come up to me and said, what is it you do? Well, what happened is in 2015, Ryan Chamberlain, who had been my contact on the blues, wrote an article in some obscure magazine that said, we've been doing this for 70 years. It's the same thing. The politicians on Friday night, we give it a key to the city, it's all blah, blah, blah. Same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't come up with something different, we're not coming back.
Yeah.
Well, that terrorized us. I mean, we are the smallest show they play.
Right.
And so that's why I took that back to the board and said, hey, guys, we got to come up with something. Then David Walker came up with the idea of food trucks in the park.
That's right. The Vero Beach Air Show Food Fest.
Food Fest.
But it's at Saturday, April 30th. Festivities start at 5 p.m. under the Oaks, adjacent to Riverside Theater on Riverside Drive. So we're under the Oaks. Everybody knows we're under the Oaks. Most people do.
Yep.
It's between the museum and the theater. So you can't miss it. It's free admission, right?
Yep.
It's fun for the entire family and meet the performers. So tell us a little bit about what else goes on there.
What happens is we have what we call performers. They are not the non-jet people. They turn airplanes inside out. We have a jet truck, and we have a jump team. In this case, we're using the Blue Daggers. We have Aeroshell, who's a formation, but they're all prop guys. And there are 60 Blue Angels that come in. They stay at Holiday Inn, and they...
Is that beachside?
Beachside.
Because we all like seeing those guys.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Those guys are good looking.
Yeah, they are.
And ladies,
they're mostly married. I know.
Some of them aren't.
But
though.
you know, they're also, I'm sorry to interrupt, they're so kind. They will take pictures with anybody.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Vero people are really nice, and they'll stop. I can tell you so many stories of people like, my God, my kid, we were there, or my wife and my grandmother, and they're the nicest guys.
Yeah. My favorite story is in 14. Buck Vosell came up to me. Buck's one of the local lawyers. He had a lady working for him whose son was terminal cancer of 6 years old. And he came up to me and said, Marty, can you get him to be with somebody? Well, I went to Ryan and told him what the situation was. Ryan came over, sat with him. For about 15 minutes, he signed his hat, his shirt, his jacket, signed everything.
Yeah.
And the mother was just ecstatic about it, of course. And he did die. He passed away 6 months later and was buried in the outfit that Ryan signed.
Oh my God! I have such goosebumps right now.
I tear up every time I tell this story.
I love that.
And I went up. They came to Melbourne the next year, next summer. And I went up with Ryan. I said, remember this young man? He went, absolutely. And we stood there blubbering at each other of, what does this mean? That's what they're here for.
Yeah.
That's how they're handpicked. How do you work? How do you handle things?
Yes.
Everybody that even gets auditioned can fly.
Right.
Flying's fun. I did it for 30 years. Before you think that's too glamorous, it's airplanes that were built by the lowest bidder.
That doesn't make me feel better, I can tell you that.
Oh, gosh. But it is, and they are interviewed. Jeff was here in 14 being interviewed, and he came on board in 15, and then unfortunately got killed. But it's a great process, and they only picked the top of the line. In 14 again, they go to a high school. It's officer and enlisted, go to the high school. They went to charter. I had a granddaughter going to charter. And the officer's, nice guy, but, just another guy. The enlisted guy, however, was Adonis. I mean, he was blonde-haired, blue-eyed.
Strapping buck.
The girls are lining up out in the back. I want a picture with him.
Yes.
He gets up in front of everybody. He said, my name is Seaman so-and-so. I've been in the U.S. Navy 6 years. I'm working on my doctorate.
See?
Doctorate. Enlisted.
Yes.
Back when I was there, it was the Marines or jail.
Yeah.
Those days
We've
are
heard
gone.
that story. Yeah.
And those days are gone.
I know.
And you just sit there and you marvel at these people. They will. I work with them over at Sun and Fun. The thing they really like about us here is they are closer to the audience in anybody else, anywhere else.
Right.
You look at him, you can see the boss when he turns the corner there and he waves,
It's amazing.
It's like
they wave at Cindy walking her dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really-
Yeah.
It's so
I always
crazy.
tell people, I said, you can equate him to the Baptist preacher. Remember the Baptist preacher? When he looks out at the audience, he's looking at you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's talking to you. And
Yes.
you can feel his eyes going,
That's amazing.
and yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit now for the air show. Now, the food truck thing is free. We know
Yep.
that. So, and again, that's Saturday at 5 p.m. So that's after
That's after the show.
the show.
Yep.
And so this is going to go at night. So obviously they have lights and stuff out there.
It'll last till 9 o'clock.
Okay, till 9.
And we get something of every variety.
Okay.
Lobster rolls, things like
Yeah,
that. Good, really good food. But what's so important is you get to see the Blue Angels interact, particularly with kids.
Yes.
I have
So they
pictures-
come over and you might bump into one or get a picture
Oh, yeah.
opportunity with one.
You will get there's 60 of them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how many. Yeah.
They're all there.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, if you're a kid, you don't know a guy's in a blue uniform. You don't know whether he's
Yeah.
an officer, a pilot, or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
And they don't go around going, "I'm the pilot,"
Yeah.
type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
The most fun I have is with the enlisted guys, quite honestly.
Okay.
You can't go, as a pilot, you can't go to Riverside and drink beer and then fly the next day.
Right.
So
Sure.
Yeah.
they're pretty much off limits. But you can tell them in a heartbeat. I
Yeah.
mean, they just have, and most military people are that way, is you can
Yes.
tell them in a minute because how they walk, how they stand,
Yes.
what their hair looks like.
Yes.
And you kind of go, how cool is that? And I've got pictures of them helping a little kid up climbing a little tree.
Oh.
And there's this big 6'4" guy, and it's such a hoot.
Yeah.
With the pilots in 14, one of the pilots was 6'4",
Yeah.
tall as you can get.
I was
and
going to
still-
say, doesn't it
still
max
fit
out?
in the airplane.
Yeah.
His big thing was he dated the same girl twice,
Okay.
2 different nights. It spread like wildfire.
You mean a Vero girl? Okay.
Every woman in Vero Beach knew that. It's hilarious.
I love it.
What I was at Riverside. That's a very popular place because
Sure.
it's walking distance.
Absolutely.
And they always have a band and music.
Absolutely. Yeah. Riverside's
and so
awesome.
We try.
Shout out Riverside for sure.
Yeah. So they'll be at Riverside. That's also because of it happens to be downtown Friday.
Oh, okay.
Another thing.
Wow.
So we've got that.
You got to go
And then
on that weekend.
Oh yeah, there's a lot to do that weekend.
I love it. I love it. Well, and you had told me, now, one of the things I want people to know is for the air show, now you can sit on on Airport Boulevard and not pay a ticket, but there are tickets and there are special level tickets. Like
Yes.
you can do certain special things. Tell me a little bit about that if somebody wants to know about that.
Well, the place to do it is VeroAirShow.com.
Okay.
That's got all the pricing. There's what we call the Barnstormer, which is the expensive one.
Uh-huh.
It's $125, but you get free food. You are right there
On the airport
on
tarmac.
the airport tarmac.
That's what I thought,
You
yeah.
are right there.
Cool.
They're slightly over to the right of you, and you see everything. We have VIP suites, which is for sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have what's called Friends and Family. And those are tickets that are given out by the Blues to their friends and family.
Yeah, sure.
Now, you don't get the free food, you don't get
Yeah.
free booze or anything, but you do get the best seats in town because they require that.
Yes.
300 seats.
Okay.
Best seats in town. And we also have tickets for $40, which is reserved seating.
Uh-huh.
You're right there in front of it. When the Blues finish their show, they all come over. All the pilots come over, do autographs, all that sort of thing. We also have special pictures that we do.
Mm-hmm.
We have a photo booth.
Yeah.
Or you can, as a photographer, and we have some really good ones in this town.
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, we do. Trust, as a
And,
realtor, yes, these guys are great.
And they have special places they can see. They have what's called the 8. There's 8 flyers.
Okay.
Only 6 of them are can fly the airplanes in a show. The other 2 are spares.
Okay.
One of them, number 7, is the narrator. Number 8 is a person that works with me for a year, setting everything up. And it's been a female the last couple of years, and Caitlin is absolutely marvelous. She is just wonderful. We had her here where they come and do a winter visit, 4 hours. But our runway was down, so we had to go into Fort Pierce.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And they picked her up at Fort Pierce, and it's showed here's where we're doing it. Here's where this is. I take them to the hotel, introduce them to the room.
Yeah.
I said, this is a room.
He's a real tour guide.
But it's part of the protocol. You have to take care here, there, and show them exactly what the expectation is that they're going to have.
Well, there's always inter-service rivalry.
Yeah.
I'm Air Force.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Chair Force, as they would call it.
Oh.
And so the very first time they came here, when they come in, number 7 comes in, he's got a maintenance guy in the back seat, and we get a tremendous amount of equipment that we have to pick up.
Sure.
One of them was Fat Albert is a C-130. It requires a special forklift, which I got from Patrick. The maintenance guy calls me and said, sir, the forklift doesn't work. Goes up and down just fine, but the tines won't go in and out. I had a Navy crew chief retired. I said, Chief, would you check that? And he calls back literally 30 seconds later and said, operator error. I went over to Eli, and Eli, thank God, has a sense of humor, because I put my arm around him and I said, Eli, I think you got to understand, this is Air Force equipment. A little higher level of intellect than perhaps the average Navy guy has.
Oh, God. Unbelievable.
Right.
Unbelievable.
And it goes that way back and forth,
Yeah.
constantly. You're always having fun with them, and that's the key.
Yeah.
That is the camaraderie.
It's the camaraderie, and
For sure.
and their whole purpose. It used to be recruiting. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
The only recruiting they do now is that 1 hour at schools.
Oh, is that right? So Blue Angels, they don't need to recruit, I guess, anymore, right?
They don't recruit. Neither do the Thunderbirds.
Yeah.
But what they're trying to do is show the American public, here's what you're getting. Here's the bang you're getting for your $1.
Right.
And that's
true.
why they're.
I like that.
And that's why they're so particular of who they put on their team.
Sure.
And these kids are absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, poster children, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah, for the Navy. They're all Navy flyers, right?
They're all Navy flyers. Well, there's a Marine
There is
as
a
well.
Marine. Okay.
I always call him our token Marine.
Yeah.
My youngest son was a 20-year Marine.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
But they are so good at what they do.
Yes.
And you can see them, you can tell them, and you just kind of go, wow, this is so neat.
That's amazing. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We've got to take a couple commercials, and we'll be right back with Marty with the Blue Angels here in Vero Beach. See you in a little bit.
The Tommy Bahama brand is legendary for furnishings that inspire the style of island living. Right now at Sunshine Furniture, you get another 10% off the newest collection, Palm Desert. Bedroom, media, living, and dining room furniture that is uniquely its own style. The Palm Desert collection features designs in a warm finish with an amazing assortment of accent materials that will transform the look of your Florida home. Our showroom is filled with the largest selection of casual and coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast, including slipcover sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats, and chairs from Four Seasons and Capri, all in stock for immediate delivery. We're the outdoor furniture experts and only sell manufacturers built to weather the Florida elements. We also specialize in replacement cushions, umbrellas, and fire pits. All pictures, lamps, and accessories are 50% off, and don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in Vero Beach, next to Planet Fitness. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
You can trust Sandpiper Pest Control, serving Indian River, St. Lucie, and Brevard. Certified by the state of Florida to treat homes, lawns, and termites. Fully licensed and insured. Priced right, effective, and friendly.
Hi, this is Joel, the owner of Sandpiper Pest Control. Sandpiper can solve your pest issues. No contracts to sign, just results.
Call for a free estimate, 772-589-0204. Sandpiper Pest Control, a member of the iTex trading community. Your iTex dollars are welcome.
One of the great things about affordable water is you don't need to be a client for service. That's right, if you have equipment from almost anywhere else, it doesn't matter. Affordable Water will service or repair it. No contracts, no commitments, no problems. And no salespeople, just water technicians who will come out and service your existing water equipment. Affordable Water.
Call 589-7677 for your H2O. Call the Pure Water Pros. Affordable Water.
All right. Since we got Marty Zeichert in the house, and it's so much more interesting to talk about the air show than it is real estate. Thank you, Dale Sorensen Real Estate, for sponsoring the show. We love that. Thank you, Chef Scott Baricchio, for sponsoring our beverage, which is a beautiful wine today. Thank you. We're enjoying that. Marty, tell us about the weekend. Tell us a little bit about what it's going to look like.
Well, it's going to be totally different. Friday night, we have never done a night show.
I can't even imagine what that looks like.
It's really cool.
That's
now,
awesome.
There's the military. We have the F-16 demo team here, flown by a young lady. Really, it's awesome. If you think women can't fly, you are wrong.
Oh, I think women can fly.
We have her, and then there's also F-35. Not a demo here, but she's also a female pilot. So
love it,
really cool. The night show is brand new.
Some on the female pilots. Thank you. Let's do it. Absolutely.
And I have a comment, but I can't put it on the air.
No, you can't. Not on the air, Marty. No. Keep it clean, Marty.
And it's on the website again. 4,000 tickets. Okay. I think they're $15 to $20
General
tickets.
admission, fantastic.
We have a special for veterans. If you're a veteran, you go to either the SEAL Museum or to the Victory Center here in the mall.
Okay.
$10 tickets. You can also buy the other tickets. You got to buy the expensive ones. You got to buy them online.
Yes.
We do charge for parking, $10 for parking. We have 6 parking lots available, so we don't want to get roads backed up or anything.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on, and if you think you can sit at home and see the air show, you are so wrong.
Yeah. What is Saturday going to be like?
Saturday starts at noon. Okay. And we start with the Army Black Daggers jump team. We have professional singers that are really good. We have a preacher, and then it starts with flip-flops, and there's a lot of things going on. The Blues fly at 3 o'clock till 4 o'clock, and then they do autographs, and then they go out to the park. They're only required to be at the park for an hour. They shut the park down.
Unbelievable. So cool.
They just love it, and it's all of them. Yeah. And you need to get out there and see these guys and girls. They are wonderful people. Yes. And you look at them and you go, there's the future of America.
Agreed.
And you know less than 1% of the people in the United States have served in the military. Yeah. And you look at them and go, wow. 85% of them can't even get in because they're overweight.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know. Now, my question is, if somebody was to go in and just say, if I want to do a VIP or something, or buy an area and bring 10 clients, that's a special spot, or I just buy 10 tickets and VIP?
Yep.
Okay, very good.
You're going to go into Barnstormer.
Okay.
The VIP is strictly sponsors.
Okay, very good, very good. And So if somebody wanted to sponsor, you still need sponsors? You're all done with that?
Well, always take sponsors.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, listen, Marty, thank you so much for coming. My God, I think we should have you one more time before April 29th.
I have no trouble talking.
I know, and we love having you in the studio. You're very comfortable here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We hope you'll come and see the Vero Beach Air Show, and definitely not forget the Vero Beach Food Fest, which is going to be afterwards. We're going to talk about this again before April 29th. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day. Be safe, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.